Is everybody in? Is everybody in? Everybody in. The ceremony is about to begin.
All right, we're back. Another episode of One More Last Time, the podcast. This one will be a quick one as well. Just wanted to get on here and give a quick update about what's going on. And when we get back to normal soon, we'll have guests. We do have some lined out, so don't you worry, people. There's other people to talk with us. No
need to continue to send angry emails. Guests will continue.
Yes. So we just officially launched an Indiegogo fundraiser for funding our new record. And so we wanted to just kind of quickly talk about that and then give a quick update on possibly the Not Ready EP and then some other stuff that we are working on. So why we decided to do a fundraiser is, it kind of, if you go to the Indiegogo, it kind of explains this, but maybe it sounds better coming directly from us. So Tommy and I talked about it, and we can do the record ourselves, he and I, but it's not going to be as great as it could be if we can bring in some other musicians. And so we really want to get Michael Blakemore, who we had on a couple of episodes ago, to come and play on the record. And then possibly I have a friend of mine, actually I think we mentioned him, Michael and I did, his name's Dave, David Wellman. He does like a lot of piano and that kind of synth and texture production stuff. He does a lot of the songwriting and recording for Life Church. He's been doing that for a long time. But he did all the keys and piano stuff for the New York Summer Project. So he's pretty solid. I like him. And again, that's what he does for a living. So, we need to pay him. I was going to say real quick, it's not a knock on anybody who's helped us before. It's just all these other people that have helped us have full-time jobs. And so they're not relying on this income if they had to take a 2-week break to work on our project.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say is, the difference is, the guys that we want to play to sound how we want and ideas we have and everything is that's what they do. It's not like us that can do this in our free time and like they're professional musicians, and so they can't take time to do a favor for us or something, so I just wanted to say that too, because some people may be like, well, people can do it for free, and we've tried that, and we've got some great help in the past, with the couple projects, but so we just want to take it to the next level, and anybody we know to do that does that for a living, so it makes it a little harder to do. So
for sure. Well, I know it's like, with JT, like he did that, he did the guitar stuff for This Is Love, but again, he has a full-time job, and it's not like he, is relying on us to give him money. But, it's the kind of the difference, like you said. Like, I have a full-time job, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, but if I took time away to work on a project for 2 weeks, then, you're taking money away from, their family and
exactly,
and stuff, so.
But
so that's why we're doing it. We really want to just give you the best project that we can, best sounding. We may, if we raise the full, I think I put it at 6,000. If we raise the full 6, we can actually probably have a couple of the songs like sent off and like mixed by some people that we like. That way, like it sounds incredible. Like we do the best we can on our end. And we're learning every day on different programs and, mixing techniques and all that kind of stuff. But if we get the full amount, we would have enough to really, like it would be like before, like we made a real record. We paid somebody to mix it and master it and everything.
Exactly.
So, And $6,000 to make a 12 song or an 11 songs record is like nothing compared to what people are really spending.
Yeah, it's just crazy, and we're still going to be doing a lot of it. I'm still going to be tracking the drums and bass and Jared guitar and vocals, and anything else he can come up with. We just want to add stuff, there's only so much lead guitar that Jared and I can pull out of our hats.
I'm not a lead guitar player.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't understand it in the least bit.
Yeah, So
that's what we're doing. That's what we want to do it. Neither one of us have an extra $6,000 laying around. And if we were to save up to try to get that, we wouldn't release this record for probably like 5 to 10 years. So
yeah, we would have it in 10 years. So we're lucky.
So that's why we're doing it. We need your help. It's basically, we put some perks in there. And let me explain each one of these and why they're so expensive, and kind of help people understand when people do these projects or these fundraisers like this, that you put the value up because it costs this amount to make said product, like shirts or the vinyl record and those perks and stuff. And so you have to make them higher because you're not going to get that full. Like I think the vinyl, the limited edition vinyl is what, $350. We're not going to get all that, because you're also getting the shirt, you're getting the sticker, and so all three of those things cost money to make. And so that's just the way it does. And so the way it looks is if somebody bought all those, I think there's only 25. After we pay for the product, it would give us about half of what we would need. So that's what I just was kind of how it goes. And then you have to pay a fee. It's not very much, like 3% or 2% to Indiegogo, but that's just the way it goes. So obviously the first one's just a digital hug, just $5. We literally just send a, hey, thanks so much. The limited edition sticker, it's just a mock-up. I don't even think I have it up there. It's probably going to coincide with what the artwork looks like for the new record. That's only $10. Then there's a $20 option, which is the early release of 3 songs. We would send those to you digitally as we finish them. I don't know which 3 we would, Tommy and I would figure that out and send those off long before the full record's even probably finished and ready to go. We may even as a added bonus just send you quick mixes of each thing as we're working on it, of the 3,
Yeah. So, little sneak peek.
Yeah. And then it goes up to a limited edition album shirt. So the shirt will just be limited edition to what the record artwork looks like. And then go up to an early digital release of the album. So each one of these perks, you're getting everything underneath it as you go up in the price. So if you did the early digital release of the album, you're also getting the shirt. You're also getting the sticker. And then it goes up to $125 for a custom thank you video. It would literally be me and Tommy, whoever you are, whatever you want us to say, you could do that. It almost like Cameo. What is that thing you pay?
Yeah, I was just going to say it's like those
you can turn it into that. It doesn't have to just be an us say thank you for the whatever. We can send a happy birthday message or whatever. Plus, you're getting the shirt, the digital release, and the sticker. That's how it goes. And so the limited edition vinyl, I know that seems like a lot, $350, but tell you right now, those things are $110 a piece to make if you do a limited run of it. So if we were doing 500, then it would only cost, I think it's like $1,300. Yeah, it's it's $1,300 for whatever the math is. But again, we don't have $1,300, and these things can be made on demand. And so that's how we're going to do it. So understanding that you get the vinyl, you get the early digital release, you get the shirt, you get the sticker, and just letting you know it costs about $120 to make the vinyl itself. So you can kind of do the math of what we're actually getting here. We did a private dinner listening party. I think we capped that at 10 people. So it's you and a guest. We'd probably have a space here. I could find, I have a couple of friends that have event venues, and we just have a little dinner, hang out. You will just go through song by song of the record, and as it's, we play it, and you can ask us any questions about it, from production to what the songs are about, and how they came about, and I mean anything you can think of. And just be a cool hangout time, and plus you're going to get all that other stuff. I think that's how I set that one up. Yep, you get the vinyl, you get the sticker, you get the shirt, you get the thank you video, you get the and the early digital release. So you'll even get to hear it before you even come to the dinner party. It'll just be cool to hang out and listen and with everybody there. Then it goes out to a private acoustic show. We're only given 2 options of that. And the way we need to do that is if you live within a 5-hour radius of Oklahoma City. If it's outside of that, you can kind of talk to us and ask us, to make it possible, what we would need to do. I mean, if you're smart, you could say, well, we'll pay for that and then maybe help you book another acoustic show on the way or on the way back. And, you can make it, you could help us make some money that way to go towards the record. And then with full private or full band private show, that could be private or public, whether you want us to come play at your church, a coffee shop, or if you have full on production and you can just do it in your backyard, we would do that too. As long as the cops don't get called, like me and Michael when we did it in Michigan.
Yeah.
But yeah, these things are kind of contingent on, where do you live? Can we logistically work it out? So if you've got that kind of money and you want to help us out, message us before you pay for that, so we can work out the details. There's only 2 of those. And then I just did hey, if you want to fully fund our record for $6,000, that would be awesome. You would get all the perks. You would have to choose one of either the acoustic show or the full band show. I can't give you both. Well, I mean, if we're there, you don't want to do two shows, whatever.
Yeah. We could do a pre-acoustic show and a rock.
Yeah, we could do whatever. We could work it out.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking on how cool it would be is if one person did fully fund the record, how it would, present them with a plaque of the vinyl record.
Yeah.
With a little
cool
thing, kind of like it looked like we went platinum or whatever. And just like special one of a kind thing as a huge thank you. And then we would forever obviously be grateful and in your debt. So try to come up with some cool perks like that would make it interesting and kind of worth people's money. We know how hard it is to work hard for your money, and you want to spend it on worthwhile things these days. And so whatever you got, and there's also an option you can just contribute. You don't have to, some people just like to just give money and don't really want anything for it. And if that's there's an option there too. It's just to contribute. You can do that. But yeah, that's kind of where we are with that, why we're doing it. It's only 60 days. I did a flexible thing, so depends on how much there is. Like if we don't get, even half of it, we may just refund everybody's money and start from square one and kind of figure out what we're going to do. But I don't know. Hopefully you guys believe in this as much as we do, and you'd want to be a part of what we're trying to do and partner with us that way. We would definitely appreciate it. You want to add anything on that?
No, I mean, we're excited about it. We're working on some pre-production for it right now, actually, amongst all the other projects we've flooded ourselves with. But yeah, we're excited about it. It's going to be good. A few of the songs are already working on tracking drums and just kind of getting some ideas and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be good.
Yeah, I think it'll be one of the better records we've ever done. Again, because it's kind of like, I always say to me right now, the New York Summer Project is like the best thing I've ever done. And it was because there was no pressure of, I didn't have to write a hit. I didn't have to, it wasn't for radio. It was just, hey, let's get together and make a record and have fun with it.
And that's exactly what this is.
Yeah, no radio is really playing any of our stuff, the new stuff anyway, except for a local, the KOUJ in Norman. I think they've played Not Ready. A couple of like internet radio stations, like one's in Sweden. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
That was weird.
Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't understand what it was. I had to use the translation on Facebook. I was like, what does it say? That's how we communicated back and forth in the messenger. It was kind of funny.
If you're out there, you have played it. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Thank y'all for playing it. Anyone that has.
It's been an interesting. It's been interesting to try to get the band not not really rolling again, but like resurrect it and then see what people are like, if they'll even play our stuff anymore. I mean, we kind of got blackballed, I guess, after the label situation. It was weird.
It was, yeah.
Especially with Radio U, like, completely quit playing our stuff. Because I guess I had the nerve to tell everybody what Not Beautiful was really about and spoke truth, and then I got canceled, I guess. We got canceled before things were getting canceled.
Before it was a thing, yeah.
So we know what that's like.
That's totally what happened, really.
It really was,
y'all have heard all about that in probably the first season. But yeah, I mean, it's true. And so we're starting over.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, though. I think people are like, we're starting over, and some of that stuff is still there. Like some people that are kind of still in the industry just won't even have a conversation with us. It's weird, man. I don't understand that, especially if you're in the Christian market. It's weird. Yeah,
that's very important.
Yeah, Christian market,
to do that when you say that.
Yes, because other these radio stations on the internet, they're not Christian. We were in the playlist with, like, I don't even remember who, but I was
one of my favorite artists of all time, Jason Isbell.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, see? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I just think it's interesting that America is the only place that separates their music. So
it is. You can't get us started on that again. We'll just
I got to pack still. I still haven't packed.
You need to do that.
I know. My wife and Maddie and I are going to Florida. We're recording this on Friday night, and we're leaving tomorrow morning. So yeah, that's kind of funny. But if you want to help us out on the Indiegogo, man, we'd really appreciate it. Even $5 here and there from people. And I even said, I think we have enough people following our social medias that if everybody in our social medias gave us $10, we would more than exceed what we need. So the odds are pretty good, if we can try to get this to happen. So spread the news.
I was going to say, if you're in a situation, maybe, because I totally understand what it's like to be broke as a
joke.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So if you can't, maybe just share it. Share the link. Because as many people as we get sharing, the more people it's going to get in front of, and the chances are greater that we can get some help. So I was thinking about that earlier. I was going to say that tonight is at least share it if you can't do anything, and that helped out a lot.
There's some people out there that just will fund a music project just because it's music. Like they're not even a fan. They just see that somebody's doing it. It's kind of wild, but. Yeah. So if you can't, we understand, but definitely help us spread the word. Share it as once a week, every couple of days. It'd be awesome on all your platforms and stuff, just to get the word out there. And then, excuse me, man, I decided to get myself a cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper.
That's what it is
from Sonic, and I'm like super gassy now. Gosh,
I've been to Sonic twice today.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I wish Sonic would give us money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they should. Look, as much as I go.
Where's the camera? Oh, see.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Yum, yum.
Yeah, it's good. I can't have one of those very often because I'm getting old and my stomach can't handle it, but they're so good.
They are.
And so the Not Ready EP will more than likely be out at the end of October. I recorded a little fun version of it last night with old Maddie.
Y'all are gonna love it.
Yeah, I posted a picture of him on the mic in our story today.
Oh, did you? I gotta look at that. I did.
Just said we're cooking up something or something like that. It turns out really awesome. And it'll be he does sing on the record, the EP. So it'll be awesome. You guys can hear that. And then my wife also is singing. I can't talk right now. And so it's a different version, and he kind of, it's going to be cool and kind of a family thing. So, I mean, he does call Tommy Uncle Tom Bean. So
I am Uncle Tom Bean.
Well, when I asked, I told you this, but when I asked him, I said, buddy, do you want to try to sing on Mama's song? And he said, Tom Bean drums? And I said, yeah, buddy, that's Uncle Tommy on the drums. And he goes, Dada guitar? I said, yeah, buddy, that's Dada playing guitar. And he goes, okay, I'll try. I said, okay, buddy. So,
he done great.
He did.
He did.
So with that, we're finishing that up. Just some mixing stuff. Tommy took a dive and got a new drum program that I've decided to hold off on finishing the mixing because he said it's worth.
It's blowing my mind.
Yeah, it's worth sending me new drum tracks. So
yeah.
But there'll be so Not Ready plus 3 other songs plus a different version of Not Ready and then the demo version of Not Ready. So 6 songs on the EP that comes out. What was that? Is that cat up on your washer?
My cat just jumped on the washer and it kind of scared me for a second.
Was awesome.
So, she's liable to do anything. You don't ever know what she's going to do.
Yeah. So that'll be out more than likely at the end of October. Still working on details for a possible Christmas show here in Oklahoma. Again, it will not be like a full-blown RA rock show. We will have a full band. But we don't want to give too much away about what we're doing. We might try a couple of new songs, so that might be worth you guys coming out too, and we'll play some stuff. It'll be a shake off the the old dust type thing for us and see what we got. See what's in the old gas tanks. A
pre-show, if you will, to the reunion show.
Yes,
coming
exactly.
Up. Yeah.
And then we still are working on the remake of The Waiting on Love, which is called This Is Love. Again, with his drum stuff, we want to do the drum stuff again. So we're just trying, we're getting upgraded here and there, and we don't want to put out farts on a snare drum, as I call it. We want to put out something that sounds good and that we actually like. So we got that coming. And then the possible Christmas show, I guess. And then we are looking at venues for the reunion show, which we are officially pushing to either late March, early April. And so we're trying to work out details on that. And as that comes to fruition, we will let you know. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so. I think that's basically everything right now, at least.
And then we will get back to our regularly scheduled podcasting when I get back from my trip with guests and stuff. Oh, another thing I thought back on the Indiegogo thing, if the people who won for sure, if you fully fund our record at $6,000, we would love to have you on the podcast and talk.
That'd be fun.
Thing too. And then if you bring us out for the acoustic show or a full band show, I could bring my setup and we can do like a live podcast with you right then and kind of talk about it, and it'd be kind of cool. So those three perks, we'd love to have you on the podcast for sure. It's fun. And then I just thought about that. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. I think we just got a lot of stuff in the oven trying to bake.
Yeah, definitely.
And
we're cooking
we are.
Up a storm, as they say.
Well, I feel like technology is like quickly changing. Like the whole those IRs that I'm gonna install when I get back. So I'm like, well, what if they sound so good? And I'm like, crap, I want to re-record all the guitar.
They probably will if they're anything like these drums, man.
I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that, but I'm excited about those IRs. But man, it's just you just as technology advances from the digital world with like guitar and drums and stuff, it sounds so much better. So you're like, crap, I want to make sure that our new record sounds the best that it can. And most, I mean, I would say 80% of people who listen to music aren't going to tell the difference. What we would,
exactly,
but when I was listening to those side by sides from Tone Factor of the stock cabs, even their old IRs that I have versus the new ones, I was like, oh my gosh.
I could even tell through your phone speaker. You just were holding your phone up and it was like, wow,
it's amazing.
I was like, that's the new one. And you're like, yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah.
So
it is.
It'll be interesting to see how that sounds when I install those when they get back, and I'll be like, well, I'm retracking this record. It's crap.
It'll probably make you want to. That's for sure.
So yeah, we're just trying to create music and do it again, but we need your help. So you know.
And we're planning a world tour coming up in the fall. So yeah,
I don't know if I could.
I don't think I could either,
mentally or physically. I'd be like, world tour by like one show a month for the next. Okay, I could do that.
It would have to be like the world's most perfect setup, like you're flying to every show, and or if it's here, we have a bus, you know.
I can't.
Yeah.
The thought of getting in a van and
and we would need like massage therapists, or you know, like
I'd have to bring my chiropractor with me.
Like, all kinds of stuff. It would be so ridiculous. And, you know, people would just be like, this tour is stupid.
These divas.
Yeah, they're divas, and this tour is canceled. And, you know, we'd be like, okay.
Like, we're just old. Sorry. We just need these things.
Yeah.
Something like Switchfoot, you know, they're out on their tour, and it's quite a bit of dates. I'm like, man, you guys are older than us. How are you doing?
They are. They got a good 5 or so years on us.
I think so, yeah. So
I think.
Yeah, they got so it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Well, you know, if you can give. If you can't, please share it.
Definitely.
It would mean a lot to us.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah. Let's go back to elementary school.
That's right.
But yeah, I think that's it. And we just wanted to give you an update. So you could listen, you know, have something else to listen to. Us just rambling all the time. But yeah, again, thanks for listening, man. It really means a lot.
Yeah,
and those that have already gave to the Indiegogo, we appreciate it. And then we've had some random merch sales come in, so that's awesome. Nice. Thank you. Yeah. We really, you know, anything that we can get is just, it's super helpful for us to try to get this record out. And you know, the thing is, like, you know, why I think I typed it out in the Indiegogo thing, but just real quick, why should we give? Why should we fund this record? And then, you know, I was thinking back all the times that we were, you know, out on the road, and you just never know, like, if your songs are hitting anybody or speaking to anybody, or, you know, that kind of thing. And then when you start to doubt, like, God would always just like give you a little nugget of somebody come up and just like, man, I just want to say thank you for writing X song, because it got me through, you know, this or whatever. And then that happened all the time. And so I'm just like, that's why I think, you know, there's some songs on here that they could really possibly, you know, do the same thing. And so that's one of the things. I watched a little YouTube thing. I don't want to mention the guy's name, but man, he is really brash about like just ripping Christian music artists, which I understand. But at the same time, there were things I agreed with him, and there were things I super disagreed with. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean that I'm just writing, you know, worship songs all the time. I just don't. Yeah. And then his thing was like, I don't even want to mention the band name either, but I can tell you offline, but he was like, they are not Christian. They never really hardly even wrote about Christian. They probably, what did he say? They couldn't make it in the mainstream world. So they came to the gullible Christian market just to make money. And I want to be like, wow. Do you know that? Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, now that their actions at this point in time are showing, yes, he was probably right. But but at the time, I'm like, that's us. Like, we didn't set out to stay in the Christian market. Like, my thing was like, we were always like, that's the thing. It's like, scripture, Jesus didn't come for the healthy, he came for the sick. That's right. The church itself is for believers, and it's for coming together for encouragement to each other, listen, you know, for the saints, getting fed with the word. But I always viewed like what we were doing as almost like evangelism, if you would. You know, we had songs that were Jesus-y, and then we had songs that were just like, hey, this is what I've struggled with in my life. I was never shy about sharing who we were. Even at a bar or whatever, I would, you know, we love Jesus. This is what I do what we're doing. And so it's just like, you know, our songs might not be overtly Christian, but they're definitely speaking to people. And you know, the same thing, that band that that guy was ripping, I was like, man, one of their records like really got me through a tough time. Like, and it wasn't an overly Christian record. It was just it was kind of the same struggle that we had. So all that to say, I feel like there's some songs on this record that we have that could have potentially to, you know, to speak into people's lives. And so that's why we want to do it. You know, and again, we're having fun. It's awesome to be creative again, but at the end of the day, like, we just want to share what we've been through and hopefully encourage others along the way, that, hey, you're not alone, you know, that you can get through even the worst. I mean, everybody, if you haven't listened to the episode where Tommy shared his life story, man, if, you know, that's why we did it. It was to let you know that, you know, you're not alone and you can make it through a lot of garbage, and come out on the other side. You may be banged up, but hey, you're still here. So
that's right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's why you should help fund the record, to speak to lives potentially. And, yeah, I mean, we're not going to, that $6,000, we're not taking any of that. It literally is going into the production of the record. If there is stuff left over, it would just go back into making some more music.
Yeah,
it's not
something else. Yeah.
So it's not a quick get rich scheme thing or whatever. It's genuinely, this is the amount that we're going to possibly need to make it really happen. So yeah, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Thank y'all.